Welcome to Voice Sports Media, everybody. I was very fortunate to speak earlier today with unbeaten light welterweight contender Chris Rock'n'Roller Jenkins. If you didn't know, Chris was scheduled to fight Tyrone Nurse back in April, but sadly fell ill 3 days before the fight. Here he is now, telling us exactly what happened.
I was in the pads great. Monday then I felt great again up at gym. Tuesday I went for a little run Tuesday evening, only short one. The weight was good, bubble just ticking over. Woke up Wednesday morning with a really sore throat. And I just thought, oh, don't worry about it, it's one of them little things. And then obviously I had a bit of a stomach bug all day Wednesday. I was back and forth to the toilet. As I went to go for a run about 2 p.m. on the Wednesday, I just had nothing in my legs. I kind of had to sit down and my legs went underneath me. I didn't really think nothing of it, so I got home, jumped in the freezing cold shower, laid there and in bed then for an hour or two. Went up to the gym in the evening. As I was walking into the gym, I had no energy at all, and basically I just collapsed in front of my father as well. He was up there. There was a British Boxing Board of Control man there to have a check weigh-in.
Yeah.
And as a character like I am, they all thought I was having a laugh because of a bit of an headache kind of thing, but it was a lot more serious than that. My dad rushed me down to the hospital. They took me straight in. I was having like little cramps throughout my body due to low salts, basically, they said.
Oh, right.
But the main reason for the collapse was I picked up a stomach virus, and then my body kind of just said, look, I've had enough, like I'm shutting down, and my body just shut down, and my blood levels were abnormal as well. It was slightly low. So there was a number of little things going on, and they just took the drip in me, antibiotics in me, and then I discharged myself the following evening, and I was bedbound for about 4 to 5 days.
Really? So just
yeah,
like at the worst possible time, because you had the fight scheduled a few times, and for one reason or another it fell through, no fault of your own. So you must have been really frustrated initially. Yeah,
well, I was doing things. They put a drip in me, and I was kind of not there. I was ripping the drip out. I was screaming. I'm fighting. I'm not losing this opportunity. I worked so hard, and then it was kind of like it was upsetting for me, my team, my wife, and everyone around me basically. And it was hard to get over it mentally after watching Tyrone box on a Saturday. And,
yeah.
And it was hard, and I was upset, emotional. I didn't know what I was going to do in life, but I had 2.5 weeks off by doctor's orders. They gave me a note saying you're not allowed back in the gym for 2 weeks. Just taking it nice and slow now, so I've been back in for roughly 2 weeks, give or take. And it's all clicking nicely with 9 weeks to go.
Brilliant, mate. Well, it was good to hear. Like there wasn't sort of much. There was just the announcement that obviously you dropped.
Yeah, that's it. Not many people do know exactly what went on. They kind of think like, oh, he pulled out because he picked up a flu or something, but it was a lot more serious than first thought, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm back to normal now. Everything's been amended. My blood results come back normal a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So it's all systems go now, really.
Brilliant, mate. Well, it was good to hear. Well, they've wasted no time getting the fight rescheduled again. It's going to be the Scott Quigg and Anthony Croller evening, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that so? That'll be really exciting. A big evening's worth of boxing. So you must be raring to go.
To be honest, I've been inactive now since October. I was out last.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really a fight because I stopped the guy in the first round with a body shot. So I haven't really done anything since then. And all the hard work I'm putting in camp and spending endless amounts of money. And as a professional boxer, people think like we're rich, but we only get paid when we fight kind of thing. So instead of I haven't had no money since then.
Yeah.
So with me now, it's not so much for the money. I want that British title more than anything. And boxing on such a huge card, the likes of Crawler. You've got Quigg fighting for world titles. You've got Big AJ on Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
It's just a great opportunity for me to try to steal a show kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, definitely. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You're going to be on Sky Sports. That's where you really want to be. In terms
the
of
Matchroom are just all over it, and they are like the best out there. You know, there is no one out there to compete with them. You know, the shows they put on, they're on every week, and they're really good shows as well. And I'm just grateful to Matchroom and Eddie for getting this fight in 9 weeks' time, really.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, yeah. Obviously, with that, were you obviously worried that, you know, great opportunity with Matchroom would be taken away because you fell ill for about a week?
That's it.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking that this fight might never happen because of this now. They might put somebody else in, but fair play, they're all working great with Paul Boyce, my manager down here in Wales, and you know, they can see I deserve the shot, so I'm really grateful to them all, you know.
Well, brilliant, mate. Well, that's great news. Well, so you're fighting Tyrone Nurse. You were going to fight Willie Limond way back when, but
yeah.
What are you expecting from Tyrone?
To be honest, same old Tyrone. You know, I think he's boxed the same style since I've really been keeping an eye out for him. You know, he's a slick boxer. I don't think he has the power that I have, but his boxing, one punch can easily, basically, do as soon as you catch him, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I know the strengths and his weaknesses are, and I'm not going to say it to anyone because it's when we're working on the camp. But
yeah, sure.
I expect him because he's done 12 rounders a couple of times now. It was going to be a bit of a technical fight.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I know that I got the fitness end to keep my high work rate from round 1 to round 12. So it's just going to be a great fight, and I hope he has a good camp. I hope everything goes well for him, and the best man win on July 18th, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. Brilliant. Well, obviously, you know, like any professional, you're only looking at the fight ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know, we've spoken before in the last year, and you've always said you wanted to, you know, the British title is your aim.
That's it.
You know, you're going to be, you know, if you can keep your 0 and you can keep your British title, do you see yourself maybe going on to European and world level, or are you just keeping your eyes set where you are at the moment?
I'm one of them people that takes it one step at a time. I don't want to run before I can walk. So obviously, when the British, I'd love to defend it 3 times, keep it outright, and hand it down to my boys. I got twin boys.
Oh, cool.
I'd love it to hand it down to them. But if the opportunity comes to box for Commonwealth, European, obviously you're going to take it, you know what I mean? Because them are the type of fights that will boost up the rankings to box for possibly world titles or eliminators for them, you know. So obviously the British title is the main aim at the moment, but I would love to have bigger titles in the future, you know, the next year, 2 years' time.
Yeah, well, we're talking about the Commonwealth in your division. I think is it John Wayne Hibbert and Dave Ryan are fighting for that soon?
Yeah, they're fighting because Saunders had a hand injury, I think.
Yeah, he's out for a little bit. You know, that could be a possible fight down the future. They're obviously going to want the British title, so you could help each other.
Well, I don't mind. You know, it's kind of like, you know, I've been the British title. I mean, I'm British #1. No matter what the rankings say, I'm still a British champion. So I'll fight wherever they put in front of me. You know what I mean? I'm not really bothered who I fight, where I fight, as long as I get that camp that I need to make sure I'm in tip-top shape. And it's just all systems going, really.
Well, brilliant, mate. Well, excellent. Well, mainly I'm glad to hear you're all right, because obviously you hear someone collapse. It doesn't sound great.
Because my funeral, you could ask.
Well, thank God we're not there. Well, brilliant. Well, it's been nice to talk to you, mate. Really good to get you on. You've got all the hard work ahead of you now. You've got a camp ahead of you. I'm sure all the bad luck's out of the way with recent events.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, and all the very best, mate. Well, we'll catch up with you as we draw nearer to the big fight.
Yeah, that's no problem at all.
And yeah, we'll take care of yourself, mate, and we'll catch up with you very soon.